and Bradstreet.
Despite high interest rates and other uncertainties, a lot of Americans are willing to take the risk and start a new business. Brian Alster is here to explain how we can take the plunge into entrepreneurship and stay ahead of missteps. Brian, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me, Elora.
Of course. Okay, first things first, do we need to register our business?
Yeah, I think it's always a really good idea to register a business. It really helps to establish credibility and legitimacy of a business and gives confidence to consumers, to suppliers, that this business is a legitimate business that's going to have a strong business presence in the community.
Perfect. Okay, so how do we secure funding or find access to credit?
Well, once you've established yourself as registered your business, the next step is to start to build your credit profile. One of the best ways to do that is to utilize Dun & Bradstreet. D&B has what it's called a DUNS number that helps small businesses to build their business identity. As a subset of their business identity is a credit risk profile, which helps to show the financial strength of that business. It's free and easy to do. You can just go to www.dnb.com, click on the DUNS number link, and it'll walk you through the free and easy steps to set your DUNS number up. Okay. Once you do that, you could start to really build out your credit history. And why is credit history so important? Well, especially during these economic times, it's really important that small businesses try and keep costs down in the early years that they build out their business. We've learned from the Bureau of Labor Statistics that about 20% of small businesses will fail in the first year alone, and that failure rate grows to 50% after 5 years. So it's really important for small businesses to find ways to cut their expenses early on. The best way to do that is to access credit. For day-to-day transactions, it's great to have access to a small business credit card. For the larger purchases like equipment, it's great to have access to commercial loans or lines of credit for those unexpected expenses. And so it's really important to start to find ways to be successful early on, because that's when the toughest times are ahead for small business owners.
Absolutely. Great advice. How can data and analytics help the business or relationships with suppliers and vendors?
Yeah, data and analytics is important across all aspects of the business. For example, asking questions like, am I doing well with my customers? How do I find more customers? How am I doing versus my competitors? How do I find alternative suppliers to help drive my costs down? All these questions can be answered by utilizing data and analytics, and combining a company's own data with a company like Dun & Bradstreet's data helps companies figure out how to grow their business, how to reduce their expenses, and how to mitigate risks.
Perfect, Brian. This information has been so helpful. Where can we go to learn more?
You can go to our website, www.dnb.com. We have an entire business section devoted to small businesses to teach small businesses how to start their business, how to grow their business, and how to continue to manage the business.
Perfect. Well, thank you again, Brian. Have a great day.
Thank you. You too.